Your feet are destroying themselves every single day, and your shoes are the reason why. Most people waste hundreds of dollars on the wrong shoes and still end up in pain after just 2 hours. Stay till the end, because number 1 is the shoe that doctors secretly wear themselves, and you can grab it directly from the link in the description below. Number 10, Saucony Triumph 21. Kicking off our list at number 10, and trust me, starting here already puts you ahead of 90% of people making shoe mistakes every single day. Meet the Saucony Triumph 21, a shoe that most people walk right past in the store, and that is honestly their biggest loss. Saucony has been quietly engineering some of the most sophisticated footwear technology in the industry for decades, and the Triumph 21 is the result of everything they have learned. So what makes this shoe so special for people who stand all day? It starts with the Purin Plus cushioning system. This is not your average foam. It is a proprietary blend that is lighter than traditional cushioning materials while delivering significantly more energy return. What that means in real life is simple. Your legs are not working as hard with every single step, less effort, less fatigue, less pain at the end of your shift. The outsole uses a segmented carbon rubber pattern that grips virtually every surface: wet floors, dry concrete, polished tiles. This shoe handles them all without slipping. The upper is engineered with form-fit technology that molds around the unique shape of your foot over time. So the longer you wear it, the more personalized the fit becomes. Wide toe box means your toes spread naturally. No compression, no blisters, no discomfort. And the heel collar is padded with extra foam, so your Achilles tendon stays completely protected during those long shifts. This is the hidden gem on our list, and you can grab it directly from the link in the description below. Number 9, New Balance Fresh Foam X 1080 V14. Moving up to number 9, and this one is specifically for a group of people who have been completely ignored by the shoe industry for way too long. If you have wide feet, and millions of people do, finding a shoe that actually fits properly without squeezing your toes into agony is nearly impossible. Every shoe looks great on the shelf, but destroys your feet after 2 hours of standing. New Balance heard this problem louder than anyone else, and their answer is the Fresh Foam X 1080 V14. New Balance is one of the very few major brands that actually manufactures shoes in multiple width options: narrow, standard, wide, and extra wide, all in the same model. That means you are not just buying a shoe, you are buying a shoe that was built for the exact dimensions of your foot. The Fresh Foam midsole in this version has been completely reformulated. It is softer in the heel zone and firmer in the midfoot zone. Why does that matter? Because your heel absorbs the initial impact of every step while your midfoot needs stability to push off, and this shoe handles both at the same time. The upper uses a double knit mesh construction that stretches in all the right places without losing its structural integrity. Healthcare workers, food service professionals, retail staff, anyone spending their entire day on hard floors. This shoe wraps your foot in a way that makes 8 hours feel like 2. Find your perfect width size from the link in the description below. Number 8, Brooks Ghost Max 3. Number 8 on our list, and this is the shoe for a very specific type of person that most shoe reviews completely forget about. You are not a warehouse worker, you are not running marathons, you are in an office, but you are on your feet more than anyone realizes. Walking between meeting rooms, standing during presentations, commuting on hard station floors. By 3 p.m. your feet are exhausted and nobody talks about that. Brooks designed the Ghost Max 3 as their most upgraded office comfort shoe yet, and the improvements over the previous version are immediately noticeable from the very first step. From the outside, it looks like a clean professional sneaker that would not look out of place in any corporate environment. But underneath that polished exterior is some seriously aggressive cushioning technology. The DNA Loft midsole has been refined even further in this third generation, delivering a softer landing with a more responsive toe-off than anything Brooks has made before. The rocker geometry of the outsole is what really separates this shoe from everything else at this price point. It naturally propels your foot forward through each step, reducing the muscular effort required significantly. Your calves, your shins, your ankles, they are all doing less work without you even noticing. The engineered mesh upper has strategic stretch zones mapped directly to the most common pressure points on the human foot during prolonged standing. Zero breaking in period. This shoe is comfortable from literally the first minute you put it on. For the person who needs to look professional but feel comfortable all day long, nothing on this list comes close. Grab yours from the description link below. Number 7. ASICS Gel-Nimbus 28. Number 7. And we need to talk about something that almost nobody in the shoe world addresses seriously. Concrete floors are not just uncomfortable. They are genuinely damaging for your long-term joint health. Standing on concrete for 8 hours a day puts enormous pressure on your knees and lower back. Over months and years, this leads to chronic pain and serious spinal issues. The ASICS Gel-Nimbus 28 was engineered with this exact problem in mind. This is their most advanced Nimbus model ever, and the upgrades are not just marketing. The gel technology in both the heel and forefoot has been completely redesigned for 2026. It now uses a larger volume gel pocket that disperses impact across a wider surface area, meaning the shock from each step on hard concrete is spread out rather than concentrated on a single point in your foot. The foam midsole sits on top of that gel layer, adding a second stage of cushioning. So by the time ground force reaches your foot, it has already been absorbed twice. The outsole uses high abrasion rubber in the highest wear zones, meaning this shoe will outlast almost everything else on hard surfaces. The upper features a seamless construction that eliminates any internal friction points. No rubbing, no hot spots, no blisters even after the longest shifts. If concrete is your enemy every single day, the Gel-Nimbus 28 is your solution. Link is in the description. Number 6. Adidas Ultraboost Light. Number 6. And this is where things get really interesting. Every shoe lover knows the Adidas Ultraboost. It is one of the most iconic sneakers ever created. But Adidas took a long, hard look at the original and asked one question. What if we kept everything people love, but eliminated the one thing people complain about, which is the weight? The result is the Adidas Ultraboost Light, and the name is not an exaggeration. Adidas used a completely new generation of boost foam that delivers the same legendary energy return as the original, but at significantly less weight. For someone standing all day, this is a massive difference. Heavy shoes create resistance with every single step, multiplied thousands of times throughout your day. Lighter shoes mean your muscles are working against less resistance constantly, and by hour 8 that adds up to dramatically less exhaustion. The PrimeKnit upper is arguably the most breathable upper material in the entire sneaker industry. Your feet stay cool and dry even during the most intense shifts, no overheating, no sweating through your socks by noon. The Continental rubber outsole provides grip on wet and dry surfaces that is genuinely in a different category from most competitors. This shoe also looks incredible, so whether you are in a gym, an office, or on a shop floor, the Ultraboost Light fits every environment perfectly. Grab it from the link in the description below. Number 5 on Cloud 6. Number 5. And this shoe comes from a brand that completely disrupted the entire footwear industry when it launched. On Running from Switzerland created something nobody had ever seen before, a sole made of hollow cloud pods that compress on impact and then immediately spring back. The Cloud 6 is the most refined version of this revolutionary concept yet. But here is what makes it perfect specifically for all-day standing. On redesign the pod configuration on the Cloud 6 to provide a much more even cushioning platform across the entire foot. Earlier versions were incredible for running, but could feel slightly unstable during prolonged stationary standing. The Cloud 6 fixes this completely with a wider pod base and a new internal stability frame. The Helion Superfoam between the pods adds a traditional cushioning layer that works in harmony with the pod system. So you get the unique responsive bounce of the Clouds plus the consistent softness of foam at the same time. The engineered mesh upper is woven with a directional pattern that provides stretch exactly where your foot expands during long periods of standing while maintaining structure everywhere else. The heel tab is ergonomically shaped to make the shoe incredibly easy to slip on and off. Which sounds minor, but after a long shift when your feet are tired, this detail matters more than you can imagine. Versatile, beautiful, and genuinely revolutionary. Find yours from the description link. Number 4. Nike Vomero Premium. Number 4. And Nike saved their best technology for this one. The Nike Vomero Premium is not just a shoe. It is Nike's most sophisticated statement about what all-day comfort should feel like in 2026. Nike combined two of their most advanced foam technologies into a single midsole. React foam on the bottom for durability and consistent cushioning, and Zoom foam on top for that legendary lightweight bounce that elite runners rely on. Having both foams working together creates a cushioning experience that adapts to whatever you are doing. Standing still, walking slowly, moving quickly between tasks, the shoe responds differently to each movement pattern. The stack height on the Vomero Premium is among the tallest Nike has ever produced for a lifestyle shoe, meaning there is a significant amount of premium material between your foot and the ground at all times. The Flyknit upper uses natural fiber blends for superior breathability and a luxuriously soft interior feel against your skin. Zero scratching, zero irritation, zero break-in period. Nike also engineered a full-length carbon plate in the midsole of the premium version, borrowed directly from their elite racing shoe technology. This plate acts as a lever that propels your foot forward with each step, dramatically reducing the muscular effort required from your calves and legs during long standing periods. Premium pricing, but premium results. Every penny justified. Grab the Nike Vomero Premium from the link in the description below. Number 3, HOKA Bondi 9. Number 3, and this shoe did something I did not expect. It made joint pain essentially disappear. Here is the science behind why. Most people think joint pain from standing comes from weak muscles or bad posture. And while those factors play a role, the primary culprit is ground reaction force. Every time your foot hits a surface, a force equal to your body weight travels upward through your ankle, knee, hip, and spine. In a normal shoe, this force is only partially absorbed. The HOKA Bondi 9 uses the tallest midsole stack in HOKA history. This extra height means ground reaction force has to travel through significantly more cushioning material before it ever reaches your joints. The midsole foam has also been completely reformulated for the Bondi 9. It is softer than the previous version, but somehow more resilient, meaning it bounces back faster and does not compress permanently over time. The wider base geometry distributes your body weight across a larger surface area, reducing pressure on any single point in your foot or ankle. HOKA also added a meta-rocker in the outsole that guides your foot through a natural movement cycle, even when you are just standing and shifting weight. For anyone dealing with knee pain, hip pain, or lower back pain from standing all day, the Bondi 9 is not optional, it is essential. Link in the description. Number 2, HOKA Clifton 10. Number 2, and before you ask why there are 2 HOKA shoes in the top 3, let me explain exactly why these 2 models solve completely different problems despite coming from the same brand. The Bondi 9 at number 3 is built for joint protection. Maximum stack, maximum stability, maximum impact absorption. The HOKA Clifton 10 at number 2 is built around a completely different philosophy, achieving the combination of extreme cushioning and extreme lightness at the same time. Every other shoe manufacturer treats these 2 qualities as opposites. You can have soft or light, but not both. HOKA spent years of research to prove that belief wrong. The Clifton 10 uses a new generation of foam that achieves a density previously thought impossible. Soft enough to absorb all-day impact, yet structured enough to maintain its shape under continuous body weight, all at a weight that makes the shoe feel almost invisible on your foot. Nurses who switch to the Clifton 10 consistently report that their end-of-shift fatigue drops dramatically. Not because the shoe is doing anything magical, but because when your footwear weighs almost nothing, your legs are literally doing less work with every single step across an entire long shift. The early-stage meta-rocker geometry in the Clifton 10 initiates forward momentum earlier in your movement cycle than the Bondi, making it feel more energetic and propulsive during constant movement. For nurses, teachers, chefs, retail workers, anyone who is constantly moving all day rather than standing stationary, the Clifton 10 is your perfect match. Find it in the description link below. Number 1, New Balance More V6. And finally, number 1. The shoe that earned the top spot not because of brand loyalty or marketing budgets, but because when everything was put through real-world testing, nothing came close. The New Balance More V6 is in a completely different category from everything else on this list. New Balance created the More series with one single obsessive goal: build the most cushioned shoe ever made for people who spend their lives on their feet. And the More V6 is the most extreme expression of that goal yet. The fresh foam midsole on the More V6 is the tallest, widest, and most voluminous that New Balance has ever engineered. A midsole so substantial that when you first pick the shoe up you wonder how it can possibly be this light. New Balance achieved this through a new cellular foam structure that uses microscopic air pockets distributed throughout the material. Maximum volume, minimum weight, maximum cushioning. The wide toe box is generously proportioned. Your toes spread completely naturally with zero restriction. After 10 hours of standing, your toes feel exactly the same as they did in the first minute. No compression, no numbness, no tingling. The rocker outsole geometry on the More V6 is the most aggressive on this entire list. It creates a rolling motion through each step that essentially does the walking for you, reducing muscular effort across your entire lower body. Clean aesthetic, premium materials, unmatched comfort technology. For nurses, chefs, teachers, retail workers, warehouse staff. Anyone who stands all day every day. The New Balance More V6 is simply the best shoe ever made for your lifestyle. Do not wait another day in discomfort. Grab yours right now from the link in the description below. Your feet have earned this. All purchase links are in the description below. Go grab your pair right now. If this helped, hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.